Welcome. You're about to dive into a brand new Veritas Plus Insider Report. If you're hungry for thought-provoking content, you've come to the right place. Make sure to subscribe to our channel so you never miss out on the latest insights and discussions. Let's get started.
Planned strategic instability. How power brokers are sabotaging Trump's return and steering toward World War III. Let's get real for a second. Joe Biden might be the face of this administration, but when it comes to Ukraine, let's be honest, he's not the one making the decisions. Nope, the power behind the throne. Barack Obama, Victoria Nuland, and the likes of Antony Blinken, Samantha Power, and others in that orbit. You thought Victoria Nuland retired, didn't you? Teaching at Columbia University. Nope, she's back, sitting at the table, deciding the future of nations. And then there's the corporate giants, Lockheed Martin, BlackRock, Raytheon, and the rest of the military-industrial complex, who aren't just sitting around taking notes. They're calling the shots. This isn't a game of politics. It's a high-stakes chess match, and they're the ones who hold all the pieces. It gets even better. You know who was there? Two shadowy figures calling in from Switzerland, guiding the conversation, keeping everyone on track. Their job, to make sure the global interests, read, their bank accounts, are secure no matter who sits in the White House next. This was a backroom meeting that nobody's talking about, but everyone will feel the consequences of. Blinken's deadline: push every dollar to Ukraine before Trump takes over. Blinken's recent comments about sending every dollar to Ukraine before Trump takes office should raise alarms. Why the rush? This isn't just about helping Ukraine. It's about locking in US foreign policy for the long haul, securing military contracts, and pushing the interests of the corporate overlords before a potential shift in power. $174 billion sent to Ukraine already, and they're not slowing down. The clock is ticking, and they're making sure the money keeps flowing. But what's the rush? Trump, who's been vocal about ending the war, has said he'd put the brakes on US aid to Ukraine if he takes office. That's a nightmare for these global elites who are banking on this conflict dragging on. The longer this war goes, the more entrenched these interests become. That's why they're pushing for every last cent now. It's about locking in control before the winds of change blow through Washington, the geopolitical chessboard. Who's really winning? It's not about Ukraine. It's never been about Ukraine. This is a game of global influence, resources, and military dominance. While we argue over the headlines, they're sitting in rooms like the one I just described, planning and manipulating the strings of the global stay. These aren't decisions made by leaders anymore. They're made by a few select corporations and powerful figures who control the narrative. The war, just a convenient tool in their larger agenda. Implications for the future. Here's the kicker. If Biden's administration can lock in these policies and commitments before January 20th, it sets the stage for years of conflict, more military spending, and a geopolitical landscape that benefits a small elite. Trump comes in and he's got a mess on his hands, a mess that has been carefully curated, with strategic instability planted at every turn. It's no coincidence that things are heating up right now. They're pushing all to the right buttons, making sure their interests are safeguarded. The next few months will be crucial in setting the tone for the next phase of the global power struggle. One thing's for sure, the establishment wants the war to continue, not end. And if Trump wins, they'll make sure he inherits a war-torn world where peace is a distant dream. And that, my friends, is the game they're playing. You're just a pawn in it. From Election Day, these will be the longest 75 days we've seen in a very long time. No wonder they were so quiet, and neither BLM nor Antifa burned the place down. They were thinking of another type of burning. P.S. Ukraine didn't fire long-range US-made missiles until the 1,000th day of this war, less than 48 hours after Biden announced they could. This just so happened to coincide with Trump's landslide victory. Biden's promise of a peaceful transition was pure BS. The puppeteers are trying to set the world on fire as Biden exits, ensuring defense contractors rake in billions.
Thank you for joining us on this Veritas Plus Insider Report. We hope you found this content enriching and thought-provoking. To deepen your exploration of alternative perspectives and gain access to even more exclusive content, consider subscribing to Veritas Plus. It's a great opportunity to expand your horizons. Until next time, stay curious, think for yourself, and keep seeking the truth.